mountain is the bottom of another. The top of every mountain is the bottom of another. Run for cover, you discover some will thrive and others suffer. Cause the top of every mountain is the bottom of another. Woo! Don't wait, don't hesitate. Better speak the truth, let it resonate and let it detonate and get blown away. Till you keep on rising to a higher place. Can't stop, won't stop. Don't stop coming till we hit the top. Gotta keep pushing till the day I make it. Since they won't give it to me, then I got to take it. The pain today is power tomorrow. Keep on coming, but you'll never catch me running. Cause I won't bow down. No matter what they say, I wouldn't do it any other way. Keep on coming, but you'll never catch me running. Cause I won't bow down. The top of every mountain is the bottom of another. The top of every mountain is the bottom of another. Not enough, they keep us smothered. Lower class, never the upper. Cause the top of every mountain is the bottom of it.
Another good morning to my beautiful UN Spacey Wolf Squadron. As your Commander Wolftan, I'm your werewolf. And as you guys voted, we're going to have another off day stream. Now let me get the crew together. Because apparently, due to the poll, you guys prefer that I will be with my crew than solo. I guess you guys have gotten used to all of us talking to one another. That the concept of the Wolf Commander going solo on a few occasions is just too alien for you guys. I'm kidding. You guys probably do want me to at least take time for myself to speak my thoughts and prime my brain a bit, if nothing else. But we'll see who's going to show up today. Oh, we'll get your butt in here. And seems like there's 0 people here for now, so I guess I'll just throw in a video clip while I wait for everybody to show up. Actually, there's... Oh, I knew I should have uploaded that video. Share you guys. Excuse me. Me and snort like that. There's so much foreign activity in the air, it just messes with my nose. Let's see. I'm just sitting here all by myself and talking to myself. Now that's chaos. Oh, there's 2 of you. What's up, Red? You want to join in today? I did promise you a chill stream one day. I can send you the link, or if you're too busy, you'll just hang in the chat. One more. I just need to share. One more. Okay. Sniffling and snoring. Delivery driver by day. Konnichiwa. Phil Dragon. You telling your friends about us? Spread the word if you want to. If you want to bring some more people in to watch us talk over each other or snark back at each other. A few more joining in. I wonder who's that unidentified program. Let's see what. Okay, still loading. And Dominic's here.
Morning, Wolf.
Uh, where you at?
Well, I'm still. Well, I haven't stepped out the apartment.
You just stepped out of the apartment?
No, no, I said I haven't stepped out the apartment. I'm just saying, I'm just hanging around, playing with my now 7-month-old kitten.
Adorable.
Yeah, and well, I just got done. Excuse me. I just got done grooming her.
Hmm.
Hey, she.
And welcome everybody. Jonin Level Fox. First time being
Oh,
here.
welcome.
I mean, you came at a good time. You came at a wonderful time where we're just sitting here just talking
Having a
about
bull.
life,
Yeah, yeah, just having a
chilling,
bull session.
and it's my off day today. So if you got any questions or any topics you want us to prior thoughts about,
Yeah, don't hesitate.
if you want to know what we cover, what we're all about, ask away. This is your with streams like this is your chance to have a Q&A session with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we had to deal with 100 checkouts.
Really?
Yeah, each housekeeper got at least 10 apiece.
Oh,
We
okay.
we had to focus on bedding and stripping the linen for the ladies. My God, it was quite the task.
I bet.
It's not as bad as it was 2 years back,
Hmm.
where we just constantly getting innumerable amounts of checkouts. Just I wouldn't say they weren't numbering in the hundreds, but they were numbering in a lot of big numbers. It's not about the numbers thing either. It's just the momentum upkeep
Hmm.
about it. And what I mean by that is, you just got done cleaning a room the other day, and now the very next day you gotta clean it again because that same person left the next day. And it's like, I just cleaned that room a long time ago. And we also have high amounts of family visits. So nobody's cleaning behind themselves or at least making it easy for the housekeepers to clean the room fast enough. She played a superhero, but she's not really an official superhero. He mentioned the Zoom Academy for Heroes. Yeah, I remember that movie with Tim Allen and Courtney Cox and Chevy Chase. That movie had the potential to be at best entertaining. Yeah. I don't even know how to describe how. I think what catches my eye about that movie is the fact that it could have stood out.
It could have. Well,
And
also at that
even
time,
more,
like it was competing with Sky High.
well, it's not even competing with Sky High. The worst thing about it was the fact that it was based off a book.
I was actually going to bring that up. Oh, that the movie based off of a book called Zoom, like the Academy of Superheroes.
Yeah. And I doubt it was anything like the book. And he's close
Well, like,
enough.
I could tell you, with the original source material, like it covers like not just superheroes, but also like the poles, and essentially like every every genre and age of not just comic books, but also literature as well.
I'm saying the movie, I don't think it got everything together for that matter. And it was just too busy trying to be tongue in cheek toilet humor most of the time.
Which is actually one of the most consistent critiques of Zoom.
It was almost that Nickelodeon humor on steroids.
Yeah, like even with Nickelodeon humor, like no, I knows like when to dial it back.
Not even dial it back, just have a purpose for it and control.
Exactly.
I think the only person that entertained me the most was Princess, and that's only because I don't even know if her voice was like that when she was that young, but like she played a really like a young adolescent voice.
hmm And her character, she actually reminds me of wait, not Power Princess, but the youngest member of Marvel's The Runaways before the TV series.
I forgot her name.
Molly. Her name is Molly Hayes.
Molly. I don't know. I don't know her super name.
Yeah, Bruiser.
There we go, Bruiser.
Yeah, like Princess reminded me like so much of a Bruiser. Only with Bruiser,
Wasn't her
no,
first time? You say what movie or what? Yeah, or what show?
oh, all right. Oh, I'll go on if you'll share with us. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So with Molly, like she's more of a tomboy with a girly streak, whereas Princess, she's a girly girl, but she's not afraid to throw a punch.
Correct.
Yeah, which is something that we miss like in fiction. Besides like the regular tomboys and the tomboys with the girly streak, are the girly girls like with tomboy streaks.
It's just the two of us today. Humble was in the chat not too long ago. Where is she?
Yeah, where is she? Well, earlier in the in the writers' room Discord, I was just having a conversation with both Draco and Poppy. And Poppy, like in regards to like heroes or heroes in fiction in general, because he made a comment about the new Superman movie.
Is that so?
Yeah, yeah. That's essentially just boils down to like in spite of the flaws like that movie had. Like Clark, even though like his characterization like could have been more like the comics. comics, the actor, well, yeah, the new actor like chose to play Clark Kent Superman, like has the potential like to be maybe like a good representation of Clark Kent Superman, and as much like Henry Cavill, like who wanted to play the character for X amount of years because he is a genuine fan of the character.
Honestly, I really don't care at this point.
Coin Comics starred with Kevin Peter Hall in Misfits of Science. You're right. Now that's actually one series I've yet to finish.
There's a lot of series I want to finish that never continued on.
But it is still a shame that Misfits of Science I didn't really get a chance to grow like before like it got the axe after only 16 episodes.
Now we're on dead air.
No, no. Actually, no, I was just like thinking about the TV series, the Tomorrow People, not the CW one, but the original
Oh, God.
Tomorrow People that the CW TV series was based on.
The CW Tomorrow people had my interest though. That's the thing.
It did have caught my interest too. But
There were a
it
lot
was
of superhero shows that were coming out that had my interest. Hell, anybody remember Jank 2.0?
I remember.
What was that one? What was that one show where Homeboy had the power to go invisible?
Wait, you're talking about now you're talking about Invisible Man.
No.
And
There was a show. There was a show back on Channel 13 that we used to air, and it was this young man that had the ability to turn invisible. Like he was almost like he had the ability to turn invisible and solve crimes and investigate mysteries. And he even had the power to see ghosts, and if he could transfer his powers to someone's eyes, they could see ghosts too.
oh, that one.
Yeah. What was that one called? I forgot. I used to like that show.
Yeah,
I mean,
I remember watching a few episodes like of that series, but as for the other one, I mentioned the Invisible Man.
mhm.
Man, like that was also a cape fiction esque series, but it's also a spy thriller mystery where the main character he was a former thief like who gained the ability to turn invisible.
I remember so many shows that were you could call them superhero shows without calling them superhero shows at the same time, like the Sentinel,
Hey, I love the Sentinel.
Project Mantis. Now, Project Mantis was definitely a superhero show, but like it was more of a crime drama,
Yeah,
crime thriller.
it's a crime thriller with like superheroes and superhumans in it.
Like, same thing with the Sentinel. There was a lot of crime thriller drama shows back in the days that was
Yeah.
not always carried on the back of CIS.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even like back then, like, there was also like a string of occult urban fantasy and occult detective fiction. Case in point, like Brimstone. Now that series that should have continued on.
Shoot, I think I caught a few episodes of Beauty and the Beast at one point too.
Case
Like
in point.
maybe an episode or two.
Yeah, Ronald Perlman and I should not be blanking on her name.
Hamilton.
Thank you. Hamilton and Perlman at their prime before they lost their minds.
I don't think Linda lost her mind. Don't kill yourself now.
Please don't. You don't think so?
I don't think Linda did ever lose her mind. I think she was going with the flow.
That you didn't drink the Kool-Aid?
Not that I know about. There hasn't been anything surfacing about her that would scream that she drank the Kool-Aid. I mean, only crime she ever did was agree to be part of Dark Fate and saying half the bullshit they've written for her to say.
All right, I'll give you that. Yeah,
That's not to say that that's not to say that, you know, I don't know. She for all we know, she's probably on the opposing political side, but she's not very vocal about it.
she's not like Karan. She's not like Carano, Sorbo, or countless others. Even if they're not if they're not conservative, but like leftist center or classical liberals.
I mean, if nothing else, she's very private.
Which is something that like actors live and voice like should continue on doing instead of putting their feet in their mouths.
Interesting. Are you at a sushi restaurant, Red?
Have you ever tried like having some fried chicken, like a fried chicken meal like from a gas station?
No. No, really, no.
Actually, I found there are actually gas stations like that over here in my neck of the woods. And I recently watched a video from one of my favorite YouTuber chefs. It was like because he was trying out gas station chicken because like he wasn't aware of them before, and he was impressed. First, like by the ones he visited.
You guys got anything to contribute? Like any shows that you guys seen back in the '90s? You know,
Or even or heck,
because
yeah, or if they're even like syndicated like from the '80s, it's like share them as well.
oh, please do not please do not share us anything Doctor Who. We are not in my house. We are not talking about Doctor Who. And no, it's not because it fell off. It's because it's too long of a series to really get into, to really, really, really talk about in great detail, or on a, like y'all gonna kill me. Y'all gonna kill me. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all gonna kill me trying to have me get into Doctor Who. I saw the Peter Cushing movie, and that's all I need to get my little taste of Doctor Who. Enough said. We ain't covering Doctor Who. You going to have to ask Dom on that one. You just going to have to, you know, I'm just going to have Dom take over on that. That is going to be the death of me, for sure. But any show, any one hit show, yeah, I could probably cover if it piques my interest or any of our interests. Should we talk about the original Beauty and the Beast? The series, not the movie. Yes, I have seen Mortal Kombat Conquest, and I really did like that show. I still like that show to this day. it was quite an interesting take on the Mortal Kombat universe, despite the budget constraints. It was quite a it was quite a series. Kind of expanded a little bit on some characters and really brought forward some new and interesting characters
Yep.
and really kind of like gave a world that was like expansive and big that that we could explore before the actual Mortal Kombat begins. And that's another thing.
Hmm.
During the time before Mortal Kombat was even established. I'm talking about the tournament, not the
Not the
title.
series, the tournament itself.
Yeah, it's like it was a very well thought of prequel series that was only hindered by the budgeting.
Yep.
And the acting in some places may have been spotty to some degree, but like I didn't mind it. Had some hot babes on there too, so that kept me going as as a kid. But yeah, Mortal Kombat Conquest was actually a very fun series. Now I can't really say about the choreography, which is why you would want to watch a Mortal Kombat you know Mortal Kombat content period. Is you're there for the martial arts and maybe the sorcery and the magic, and the fight choreography may not have been also up to snuff too, but like it was still exciting nonetheless. Like that was when we really had martial artists hired on to projects, and they were mostly hired for their combat prowess and not really much of their acting ability. But it saved costs for stunt work too because they were really good at they came packaged with their martial arts skills, and a lot of martial artists that don't really get mentioned enough or get enough credit these days really worked their butts off on some of these projects. They were picked up for a lot of things. Like fun fact, if you ever heard this one show called WMAC Masters or World Martial Arts, what was it called? The abbreviation. It was World Martial Arts something something with a C Masters. Um, about where I'm getting at is about maybe 40%. No, at least like one or no three or four cast members of WMAC Masters were all on Mortal Kombat. We just lost Don. He's having connection issues. Yet, uh, for example, the character in WMAC Masters, Olympus, that was a Scorpion, I believe. I think he plays Scorpion in the first Mortal Kombat movie. Um, the Machine, the guy who played the Machine in WMAC Masters was in the first Mortal Kombat. He was Liu Kang's first opponent in the tournament. Man, he should have got more movie roles. I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has. But like that dude was sorely needed to be. I need to see that dude more in movies, prolific movies too. I don't care how stupid they were or crazy they were. I want to see more of him. At least like mocap for some characters, like because dude has skills. Dude was hardcore with his skills. It's like if you saw him like if you really want to see like because you only see him for like one role in Mortal Kombat, but if you really want to see him in action, Dom's back. bro, he was vicious. Talking about the machine from MAC Masters, how we could have used more of him in movies.
Yeah,
You know who
yeah, I
also
agree.
had his own movie? I think it was him. Bam. Bam had his own action movie too. It wasn't great, but it was nice to see him in his own movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that was his role. Just first guy getting taken out. But you guys, if you guys really want to see like a martial arts American Gladiator style show, definitely check out WMAC Masters. It was a series that was built upon Bruce Lee's daughter Shannon Lee.
Yeah.
She front run the series, and she's also the host of that series too. So as soon as you start it, there she is right there, just boom, just introducing the series, and it was basically American Gladiators, but with martial arts. And if you guys, I don't know how young or what year you guys were born. Now I'm just giving you guys that just you know, American Gladiators was another fun series. It was silly, it was goofy. You might see it and might think, what the heck is this, right? But American Gladiators was a very fun series where people run through obstacles, fight each other, run through all kind of, this was Ninja Warrior before Ninja Warrior. Wasn't as not nearly as extreme as, dang, y'all, you guys are active. Okay, I'm gonna look into your comments after I say this. Like, American Gladiators was Ninja Warrior before Ninja Warriors, but not nearly as extreme as Ninja Warrior, because it really take a lot of athleticism and stamina, and some of the people who played in that were almost I believe they were gymnasts as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, Don. Whatever, whatever the case may, is he? Are you still? Oh, he's muted. He can't say much yet. He's a man of mystery, everybody. But no, like I believe some of them were very high level athletic people, and he just cloned himself. He's having technical difficulties, guys. There's an imposter among us.
Thank you, StreamYard.
Definitely. He's the imposter.
Well, I will say briefly anyway, about Shannon Lee is she is essentially what Christopher Tolkien is to his dad and protecting his work.
Follow. I never get most foods from gas station unless the interior feels clean and trustworthy. And the only 7-Eleven I ever trust is one in Park City, Snydersville,
Utah.
UT. I was about to say Utah.
Yeah,
Um,
what you got? Did you where you would get? Yeah, what I said earlier, like how Shannon Lee is very protective of her dad, like in anything like related to him, and like much like how Chris was with Tolkien. Well, yeah, his dad as well. And we just brought that up.
Man, silly as it was still fun. I would catch it, late nights.
And
You know,
it's a blessing in disguise that American Gladiator like didn't get hit by the wave of revivals, remakes, and reboots.
it can come back though. Like I said, in fact it can come back just the same as Ninja Warrior, if nothing else.
True,
I think it
true.
can come back because it's just that who want to participate at this point though, when there's so many physical series out there, like physical demanding series.
like even ones from Japan and South Korea.
hmm And how can you bring it back in such a way that both viewers old and new will pick up on? Because I'm of the power proponent that you don't need to chase after an audience that don't exist. Like again, people say the mod audience, but I'm just gonna say the mod audience doesn't really exist. It's just it's just a term that they just throw out there to shield what kind of audience they think that they want to pull in themselves. We're trying to update for the modern audience. Like what audience really?
What audience?
What modern audience really? Because everybody's in the modern. We're pretty much in modern day. Everybody's here. Both
Hmm.
several generations of human lives are still here today. So what exactly is the modern audience? Because every year the modern audience evolves.
I mean, heck, like
Especially,
like with our generation with Gen Y, aka the millennials, like we were the modern audience.
that's what I'm saying. It's like when the DCAU was formulated, that was updated for the modern audience. And
And
look how that turned
also,
out.
and also, much like with the original Marvel animated universe, it got kids like into comics.
hmm So like I said, I don't know what this Mars they keep talking about. I just like to see it as them trying to shield like you're basically telling us that you're not our audience. At the same time telling us that they are the audience. They're basically telling us we're updating it for us to consume, updating for us to make and to show that we have control and dominance over your product, the product that you like to consume.
Redneck actually summarizes this like very succinctly. Like, modern audience is just their term for ideological soapbox preaching, which is really what's been like affecting like not just entertainment but really our culture over here in the West. Well, that's because like this stagnation is killing us.
I say it like this because I think it's really get to the point where they know they're not skilled enough to entertain a audience period. So they're stealing our stuff so that they can hoard it within
Hmm.
within their vaults so that they could consume it themselves at this point. That's what I believe, though, guys. That's what I believe. I really do believe it's a ploy to mutinate what we hold dear,
You mean
what we love,
mutilate?
and mutinate.
No, you said mutinate. You were trying to say mutilate.
No, no. If I wanted to say mutilate, I would say it. I say mutinate. I'm taking it from Saruman.
Hmm. Oh, good. Oh, good call.
Yeah, I love that term, mutinated, because I've never heard I've never heard mutate said in such a way before. So I was like,
That's
oh, I'll
true.
I'll take I'll take that phrase down. But
Uh,
no,
continue.
yeah, they basically just
Continue.
mutate
Continue. Like
everything.
running with that term.
Yep. Thank you, Jonan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the modernization that they're doing is basically, as I'm about to say right now, is they're mutating something that only they can enjoy, so they can hoard it for themselves. I don't think
Yeah.
it's made for the audience in mind. I don't think they even have an audience to think
No.
of. And as I said time and time again in the stream, if you stick around, Jonan, the audience is themselves.
Yeah, as one like comic book owner like Glenn Leary once said, like in his one of his most famous videos on YouTube is as much like with the activists and the ideologues logs in comic books and other facets of entertainment. Like these people are not writing like for the public. They're either writing or illustrating for themselves.
It really comes down to it always come the way how I read some of their stuff, some of their excerpts. It sounds like a excerpt from a diary.
Yeah, Drinker, Midnight, the cast of Midnight's Edge, and others have brought that up, and it's a concerning pattern.
Yeah, I get weird. I was like, is this supposed to be written dialogue or the thoughts of a character, or is this the ramblings of somebody's diary? It's like I don't think you want to put that to the forefront. We don't need to know what goes on in your room.
We really don't.
It's like, dear diary, today was very hard. Somebody misgendered me at the local Starbucks. It was like the most devastating thing I've ever experienced. It's like if someone broke their leg and fell in a ditch. Oh boy.
Yeah, like no wonder like we don't take you guys seriously.
Shouldn't have in the first place. And
Hmm.
yet we did.
No, no,
Most of
really,
us.
what really could have like prevent like the rise and with this rise of political correctness and such. Sounds like in the West is like we shouldn't have have gotten so lazy and complacent like during the peace times. And Redneck and Dragon like bring up some good points. I mean, we can go all day like what Marvel Comics have done to Bobby and other characters, not just the X-Men.
Hmm.
Well, we could save that like for another like off day stream or heck in an episode of our Thursday show, The Real Millennials.
Well, it's my off day, so I set the pace on that one. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm just
But no,
throwing them out there as a suggestion.
but yeah, heck, is it? Has anybody heard of or even remember Nightman?
An underrated TV series, and it's also like one of many that was inspired by indie comics instead of from Marvel and DC. Because
I
while
mean,
Malibu Comics' Ultraverse like, was hitting its stride.
that series was the Moon Knight that we never knew we had at the time
Hmm.
because it almost feels like a Moon Knight show.
Even
But
even
hey,
though even though like his powers are different from Mark Spector's,
right?
and also like their profession is different as well.
Yeah, he's a jazz player.
Hmm.
Now that was quite an origin story right there. Like
Right?
you would never have gotten a musician as a superhero with that much
Well,
less.
well, granted with Nightman, he's not the only one. Well, there's Shadow Man with Jack Boniface.
Hmm.
And he's not even from Malibu. He's from Valiant.
Yeah, we don't really get much musicians and artists as superheroes that much.
Mm, I mean,
We
there
get them.
were
I'm not saying I'm talking
we
about
get
in
them like
abundance.
for like for decades, but in abundance, yeah, not so much. I mean, heck, like Dazzler, heck, like Alison Blair, like she counts because
Yeah,
she is a musician.
I know, but then again, you don't really you don't really care about the superheroes' uh, human occupation
Mm-hmm.
that much. Not until you start giving them an origin. That is usually a lot of stories do start off as slow and not always well thought out until you start working on them more, and then that's when things get better.
Mm-hmm.
I look back to even the old Superman stories and even the old Superman animated stuff, and I was like, that's how it starts. That's how the creative process starts. I'm finally cracking the code here. No, I'm not talking about what makes a perfect story or what makes a perfect creative content. What I am saying is a lot of the good stuff that we got came from people working at it until it fits.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's something people, young aspiring people, don't really catch up to sometimes or get up to. Some do, but most don't always. Some have the delusionment. I don't mean to sound all negative towards them or try to put them down. Trying to get you guys to hear me out and understand this is that that's the thing that we're missing is to work on it until it looks right for
Mm-hmm.
you. Don't think that you just got to come out as great.
Yeah, and don't be so afraid of failure.
Some people think that it's either you got it or you don't. It's like no, not entirely. It hold that saying holds true, but it also leaves room for you to improve.
Mm-hmm. Like even those like who are not naturally gifted, like it actually work their butts off to like to be at the same like playing field as these guys and even succeeding them.
Right? I wish I remember the title, but I watched an essay on how the modern idea is trying to sensationalize villains over heroes, characters who choose to hurt others for revenge or equilibrium. I came upon that one too.
Yeah, me
That
too.
title or something similar.
Well, actually, it reminded me of the C's video, like stop, essentially stop relating to villains.
Ah, yeah. I still need to watch that actually.
Yeah, because like as others, like be it like veteran creators or even like the young bloods who understand and relatability is not a requirement in storytelling. Just like how like having a a cast of characters like well, of different ethnicities, that's not a requirement as well. Well, like it's a it's a
I
bonus.
was just thinking about that today, just now actually.
Like it's a bonus, but it's not a requirement. And you don't have to make or have these characters to be like different shades of gay. All right?
Man said shades of gay. Sorry, something's on my mind. I'm trying to fish it out. It
Like
goes back to the idea of you don't always have to. No, I was just looking at. Actually, you know what? I don't want to come off as disparaging these.
to the young bloods.
No, I don't want to disparage these content creators, or at least come off as disparaging towards them because I actually do like these content creators. especially when they did the retrospectives. But I have to say, some of these content creators have this intense white guilt to that that they're obligated to share, if you will.
I know where you're going to go with this, and I see and observe this phenomenon.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that it's really called white guilt, but like they're still under the belief of certain things, and I'm like, I was liking where it was going until you had to bring up something that doesn't really hold water these days anymore.
Indeed.
And I say this because, well, I look at the year it was released. I was like, yeah, we're actually giving that another we're actually giving that another observation, and we're coming to certain conclusions, or rather, the truth is starting to come out. Actually, it's not what it's not exactly how you would have it's not exactly how you would have it to be believed.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's weird now. It's like, what's up, Simon?
Hey, Emily. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I read that earlier. That got a chuckle out of me too.
Sorry, more dead air. I wonder if Humble is gonna show up.
Yeah, that's hard to check.
I'm about to check right now. Oh, she's at work.
Well, that makes sense. And also, like Ultra and Dark, like they're busy as well. Yeah, well, I would say like once like the truth, when the truth of the matter like is out, the objective truth that is, it is not what people think. Well, like the reactions vary, but eventually they'll come to turn and realize well, that they need to like reevaluate their opinions on such things.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and
Uh,
I.
that actually that reminded me of even though I don't really watch like YouTube shorts like all that much because while there are actually some good ones, like there are others that really contribute like to the like decline of people's attention spans. But I did watch a video and a short that talked about like the difference between like music then to now, and actually Neo as well as as well as Montel. Oh no, not Montel. Donnell Jones. Like they talked about like how like the artists of today, most of them, not all, like they don't they don't take the craft. Well, some again, they don't take the craft like too seriously, as well as they disrespect like what came before. Whereas like the music artists like back then, like then like even like before the well, 90s and the 80s, it's like they look into like the past artists, like understand how they got their start, as well as take inspiration for it so they can hone in their craft.
I gotta say, the music industry was so different back in the days. And the thing is, it's also a period of hidden
Hidden gems,
horrors,
and that too.
hidden horrors that sadly, we were very I wouldn't say we were blinded. It was just shielded from us,
It was shielded.
very shielded from us.
Yeah,
Like,
like even like artists and bands like that actually have what it takes. Things like to continue on in the long haul. Not like they got snubbed.
and that's even to say that the female performers. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say just the female performers had it rough. Male performers had it rough, had it just as rough too. But the underhandedness to both parties, both male and female, done, you know, the things dealt to them, and all the and majority of them that step in there, you know, to get a career and achieve their dream, their dream career, and you hear these horror stories of how the industry would just screw them up like that. Especially
Mm-hmm.
again, both parties
Both parties,
are
indeed.
both damaged.
Hey, like one of my favorite YouTubers, like her former like handle is "Let's Get to the Root," but she be titled her title like Juicy Pop. Like she goes into deep dives. So it's like of like music artists like from across the decades, mostly the 80s and 90s, but they're very informative. And she touches on like obscure as well as the hidden gems of music artists and bands like that have talent and they were liked by the
In
general
your
public, but they got snubbed on.
in your honest opinion, Dom, which era you think was the worst when it came down to mishandling of performers? The 80s or the 90s? Which do you think was worse in that
Ooh,
regard?
let's see.
The 2000s kind of calmed down on that shit, kind
Yeah,
of.
kind of.
But people were
Let's
speaking out, so
see.
they had to calm that shit down.
Oh yeah,
But like,
but like the 80s or the 90s.
yeah, which one do you think was the worst?
Hmm.
Okay, because we could in the case of the A's, we could always say drugs and alcohol addiction
Oh yeah, drugs and alcohol. Like yeah, but
but like
I'll say
the
like with
'90s was
honesty.
very heavy on the sexual atrocities dealt to people.
And again, to both sexes. Eh,
Hmm.
and to answer your question with honesty and objectivity, even though like the 90s, much like the 80s, 70s, and so on, like were like memorable decades. We had to be honest. Those type honest that it's really the 90s. 90s like where that got I wouldn't say completely ramped up, but it did happen.
Hmm.
But even though like we're 90s babies, there's like we can still like talk about like our decade with candidness.
Red Zone sobriety since January.
Nice.
Proud of you, man.
Yeah, me too.
I It's a topic I just brought up because it's been on my mind a lot. Just looking back at the decade, just back at that decade, just being an innocent child, not knowing.
The hidden horrors, or that goes on like within the music and other facets of entertainment.
Hmm. Never knowing that Brian Singer was not a good director to work with, even in the first X-Men movie.
Or Joss Whedon.
Oh boy, Josh Whedon. Wow, yeah, just
Yeah.
learned that some things he did during the Buffy and Angel eras just wow. I was like, I wonder what changed with him with Firefly because nobody had nothing bad to say about him on
Yep.
Firefly.
Drinker, he actually talked about that. Like in his like new series, like Crash and Burn. Like first like he did like Ziegler, and now recently he did Whedon.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the positive, well, he has made like positive videos like in his content, be it in his main or in his gaming channel. But recently he covered like the new movie F1, and he's currently playing like Obscura Expedition 33, and he's enjoying it.
Just that was just low on Justice League.
Right.
Even
And
though
like
I
even
like his cut way better than Snyder's.
yeah, but even like before the Buffy TV series, like he changed his tune like about the treatment like of the script like for the movie. Maybe like where like first he said like they did script justice, but then like when the movie didn't turn out the way it did, even though it did get a cult following and people like still love it to this day, he changed his tune and claimed that the studios like in the higher ups like didn't respect his script.
Sad thing about it is too, to be honest, is that we're coming into an era where I believe everybody is how should I put this? We gotta be very careful.
You still look. Wait, are you trying to think of? Wait, are the words you're like trying to think of the information age, or the sharing of information?
What do you mean?
No, you're trying to find excuse, you're trying to find a phrase or word, or
I'm
like
not looking for
describe.
a phrase. I'm looking for a thought to put out of what I'm about to say right now.
All right, take your time.
It's one of my usual caution speeches for the human condition. Cautionary speeches for the human condition. And I get worried about people a lot. People who I don't even know, who I'll never know.
Hmm.
This
No, I get that way too.
this perpetuation of being online constantly, and some people surface to be ready to disparage somebody doing something good or doing something positive, or people look into this to discredit uh, peers after hearing something they did that most people don't like.
But it's not morally reprehensible.
They're not weighing in on the action, what kind of action that they did, you know.
Right.
And we're leading to a world where there's it's like humanity rejects
Is
Jesus
rejecting
ushering, they're rejecting Jesus ushering of forgiveness, and
forgiveness, atonement, redemption, kindness. Basically like anything like that's related to like the inherent kindness like humanity has, as well as our capacity for compassion.
yeah.
Because like being constantly online or being taught like in the school, well, the Frankfurt School, like a postmodernism and moral or relativism, like these, like even like see like members like of Gen Z, Gen Alpha, like even like members like from our generation and Gen X. It's like essentially they've
Most
been
people find this
taught
out
like
too.
the ways of the taught that cynicism and nihilism are realistic, whereas idealism and optimism and hope are naive and childish.
I'm directing this at everyday people like us, regular people too, that would tell you that they're powerful proponents of forgiveness and redemption and compassion, but will go online to shoot down any good deed anybody did because they
Because it felt
either
good. It felt good to do the right thing.
well, the thing is, they'll shoot down because of either they had an incident, so to speak, where they weren't the mature person.
Mm-hmm.
You know the after all we're only human. Boys will be boys. Bygones will be bygones.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge lack of that. Is what I'm trying to say. And I think people are foregoing that because they think it's a sign of weakness, and they're taking the path of looking at things as, well, if we do this, it's only going to encourage them to keep doing the bad thing more. It's like, yeah, but at the same time, you still gotta be that better person. Why are you so anxious to be the worst person because you ran to a worse person? Digital age, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the digital age has it seems to cause people to have this desire to punish rather than mend, so to speak. The absolute punishment or the continual punishment. You know,
Well,
when are you going to stay the rod? When are you going to relent? When are you going to say when they have done enough to show that they have the capacity to be good again, to right their wrongs. I don't know. Like I said, I just want to caution everybody to not stay on that path of always trying to be the Justicar.
mm-hmm. And also like to not automatically dismiss or cast suspicion like of anyone. No one like that does a good deed. They like thinking like they're gonna get something out of it. No, they did like he or she like did this deed because it's the right thing to do.
And I understand well enough. Like sometimes you ran into those people that were constantly doing it, that were they done it for so long. You know, it's really hard to believe that person is actually going to turn over a new leaf or start to turn over a new leaf. You know, and you've been surrounded by people, and I know you've been surrounded by people that are like that, but at the same time, always try to if you know yourself to be a good person, then don't fall to their level.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we like I said, we're coming to a time where everybody just wants to shall I say, deal the hand of punishment. It's like they want to punish somebody so badly.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Final. Yeah, no one enough is enough.
Is enough.
No, I'm not really saying the digital age is the topic at hand. It's just the conse- the consequence of staying on there to the point where it molds your mind into to this avatar that you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I had to give an example, like say for instance, it's been on my mind for a while. It's that one scene from K-pop Demon Hunters where between Rumi and Celine, her auntie Celine.
Yep.
And what I'm getting at with this is that given the fact that the movie is we're gonna talk more in depth about the movie K-pop Demon Hunters in the future.
For animation spotlight, that is.
Yes, for animation spotlight. But like I see in the comments sometimes where everybody just wants to tear into Celine so badly.
Instead of actually actively listening to Celine and understand, like why she did what she did.
Yeah, it's like they really treated like she did a real thank you Jonan. Yeah,
A boogeyman.
well
Yeah,
don't actively go seeking out to make one a boogeyman too. But back to Celine, like you only get her explanation, and that's not really much to go off on because it's so vague of what she said. You
mm-hmm.
know, I've been told all my life to do this mission, but I never thought that the mission would involve killing a child. So that's one thing I keyed on a lot. I keyed on that sentence a lot. I was like, what does and I too often I'm like, what does she mean? What does she mean by that? So I have a working. It led me to have a working theory as to why she is with Rumi and how she you know how she behaved towards Rumi in that moment. And I think people are misreading the room in this
Mm-hmm.
situation. And for all we know, it could be Gui Ma influencing this whole thing between them.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm trying to get at is that she's getting a bad rep. That they're judging her outright on her decision making and how she's treating Rumi in that present moment. When they're not really reading her actions right about that right about now. She was probably influenced by Gui Ma right then and there. Just she probably heard Gui Ma's voice taunting her, and she thinks that excuse me, Rumi might give in to her demon half. So my working theory is, there might have been an instance where, as a babe, Celine might have almost killed Rumi as a babe when she found a demonic presence, but she later she in that instance found out that Rumi is her niece and the only offspring from her sister in her passing, maybe. And here's my other working theory: they don't really share that much between her and Celine. But I think her and Celine made a pact together when they formed or rather they formed the new group with Mira and Zoe.
No way.
They the parents were there, but like there might have been a pact between her and Celine, because the golden whole moon is on the horizon, but it was probably a in case if this fails moment, like break glass in case of emergency. They don't really know the nature of her parents, and that could easily open up the doorway of maybe her demonic energy taking precedence and taking her over. And Rumi Rumi has a big heart. Let's make no mistake about that. Rumi has a big heart. She does not want her fellow humans to be harmed, and much less harmed by more or less harmed by her actions.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably made a pact with Celine that in case if the parents take over and possibly her demonic half take full effect, then Celine will step in to kill her. And that's probably what happened when that's probably what she was planning to do when she arrived at the place with Celine. You know, right then and there, she's telling her like I failed. This happened. You were right. You know, I thought we could do this. I thought we could keep it hidden, but it's here. It's now. You need to take me out before I hurt anybody else.
And it's not real. It's not all that far off because if you pay attention to Selena's like body language, like she really doesn't want to like enact that last resort.
Hmm. So a lot of people think that she doesn't love Rumi. She does.
No, no, of course she does.
Now she said all of me, but like the thing is that Celine might have came from a time where the hunters were conditioned to hunt demons on sight. I mean, look at the way how the current hunters react to demons right then and there.
Hmm.
They're basically cells at work on the demons. They're pretty much the white blood cells from cells at work
Hmm.
when demons show up. It's like they'll just overkill them too. So I like to I bring that side up too because Kian how she keeps looking away from Rumi. It's like the moment she looks at her and looks at her in that way, she's trying to fight herself from attacking her niece. Same thing back to Mira and Zoe.
Zoe.
They hosted their weapons up, but there some people don't pick up
They didn't
on this
they didn't
instance,
catch it.
but Mira lowers her weapon a bit.
Hmm.
It's like even though she held up, she lowers it just slightly a little bit, while Zoe slowly holds it up in a more defensive position. As Simon Wins point that I was like, oh, yeah, it's like they don't want to kill Rumi. Rumi's a kind-hearted person.
Hmm. She's the Osagi, not the other group.
Ah, I thought of that too. She's the heart. She's the heart of the group, despite being the leader.
Hmm.
Yeah, the heart can be a leader. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. She's basically Link, the Triforce of Courage.
That's true.
But the thing is, I don't think her final line when she leaves that scene is of anguish.
It's disappointment.
Yeah, she's disappointed in her auntie because after all things are said done, after all things she's trying to tell her auntie what 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 must be done. Her auntie is very adamant of hiding and covering. And I think what she meant by the if this is what it takes to to uh to restore the hormone, then I gladly see it burn. Basically, basically what she's telling her is if we're gonna keep lying and hiding and betraying our trust with my friends, then this is something that's not worth it. It's like I can't keep like it's like they already know what I am. They already know the patterns. Why do we need to keep lying to them?
Also,
That's what got us here in the first place because we kept lying to them, kept hiding from them. You know,
Yeah, and also for what we witnessed, like in the final act of K-pop Demon Hunters, that there was another way to enact the Golden Harmon. Like even when it was broken
what
temporarily.
did you just say? Hormone?
You know what I meant. Look, the point is like when the barrier like was broken temporarily, really like, and what we saw for the final act, they Ruby
Spoiler.
and the others
Hey,
realized that there was
by the way, guys.
another way.
Yeah, pretty much accepting yourself and and basically her arc is it was self excuse me self acceptance
Hmm.
while at the same time learning to have a better trust in her friends now
Hmm.
because you guys
And
got to remember.
also integrating with her demon half.
Mhm. And earlier ago, she did make mention at her young age with Celine. Maybe we should tell them.
Hmm.
And her whole point throughout the whole film was hoping that they can reach the gold hormone. Now you got me saying it. Make the basically restore the gold hun moon and hoping that her parents will get erased so they don't have to worry about ever the idea of or the potential of them discovering her and possibly having to take her out. And
If the
that was
demon
also a
half
part of the
kind of
plan.
is shown to be too strong and possesses her.
Yeah, the plan was hopefully that the Hun Moon will erase her parents so she can finally hang with her friends at the bathhouse or any other gatherings for that matter. She even thought that it would restore Jinyu's soul. So her Rumi's whole thing is that she likes to help people. Period.
Hmm.
She likes to help people. So I'm hoping that given the next film, we can explore their relationship in depth, and she can
Yeah.
help Celine heal
And hopefully,
whatever issues she has inside of her. Because
and
that's
hope.
what Rumi really was trying to do throughout the whole film was trying to you know strengthen, mend, and heal relationships.
Hmm.
She's not
And
she's
hope.
not she's not a trauma dump character or
No, she's not.
a broken character. She's a well adjusted character that had insecurities.
Hmm.
Yes, it's caused by Celine, but like who who can say that anybody who's well adjusted in real life don't have insecurities? Of course, we have insecurities.
Oh yeah,
We have
absolutely.
issues of that crop up when things don't go exactly how we want them to all the time. We have our own insecurities despite being well adjusted,
Hmm.
and I think that's another thing that I want to point out too that uh, we're so we were so hand fisted fed trauma characters for so long. Most people are forgetting what a well adjusted character looks like, and
Well, this whole thing occurred or like in the late 2000s. Well, yeah, just started in the late 2000s, then carried over in the 2010s until finally it's being rolled back and countered in the new Warring 20s.
yeah, it's like people starting to have a problem recognizing well rounded characters that just have minute insecurities that boil over time too. It's not, and most of these insecurities are not set upon by trauma or PTSD or any other mental instability.
Hmm.
It that doesn't make her a Mary Sue either. It just makes her a well rounded but flawed character.
Hmm.
And throughout the whole movie, it's just her just trying to rush to the finish line. Anyways, that was her problem too. That That was the issue she was trying to do too, like because she was constantly working them almost to the bone.
She's
Now
a
it did
workaholic.
she was definitely a workaholic, but it didn't really become it doesn't become a very big issue between them and their group because they've always they're able to talk some things out. They slow down and talk it out, especially when they're working
Hmm.
on the takedown song. You know, I love how Mira puts her foot down, but not for the sake of you know selfish reasons or just calling her out for the sake of calling her out. She's putting her foot down because they are a group. We need to do this, but we can't do it without you either. I love that. I love that. I was like, man, when she said that, that made me smile so big because, man, it's again refreshing to see a team that acts like a damn team again.
You got that right. I had a big smile when she did that as well.
It's like we
Like
could
instances like that, it really like it needs to come back. And
like she's not
K-pop Demon Hunters is one of several of new works of fiction that is a step in the right direction.
very one of a kind. That one, very one of a kind. It's like, man, I was like, I love that line. It's like, but we cannot do it without you either. She's not saying she. There's never an instance of her saying, well, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do it without you. No, it's she acknowledges that Rumi is the heart of their group. She's the glue that keeps them together and keeps them aligned and keeps them on the straight and narrow. And there's never no arrogance, no overstepping, none of that. Like she acknowledges that they're
Hmm.
all, and the thing is, they're all good in their own right. Everybody brings something to the. And again, I'll bring this up again when we finally had the discussion with Capable Demons. My whole thing is once again, I just think that it's unfair to really lob all the hate on Celine like that. So it's one thing if you don't like how she treats Rumi in that instance where she goes to see her, but it's another to assume to really assume that she did anything wrong to Rumi because of that. It's like the only thing she told her was to cover up and hide her patterns. That's it. She never ostracized her from Mira and Zoe. She never told her to avoid them or anything. She never separated them. None of that.
In other words, she did not abuse Rumi.
Yeah, that's another thing that bugs me. It's like they think that she abused the room. It's like no, she did not. The only thing she told her was to hide her parents. She told them everything that they needed to know in order to continue to work as demon hunters, and she sent them on their way. Here's another thing that also bugs me. It's like Rumi is not. She's not a teenage girl. She's a
No, she's
grown
not.
ass woman.
All of them are.
They're in their 20s. They're adults.
Hmm. Heck, Zoe. Zoe, she was born. She's born and raised in America, but she moved to South Korea.
Hmm. Zoe may be the baby of the group, but like she's still an adult too.
Hmm.
So it's like that's another thing. That was the one thing that bugged me. Is like they assume that there's been some emotional and mental abuse laid out on Rumi. It's like number one, there has never been no signs of that at all in Rumi's mental state
Hmm.
ever. So get that so get that out of y'all heads right now. It's like I don't agree with everything that I don't agree or condone Celine's actions there. I'm just saying that it's it's pretty telling that how people are really trying to paint her in the bad light because she's supposed to be the parental figure and the absolute mentor. And the moment a mentor makes one big mistake, they act like they're dare I say it, they're Hitler.
or Stalin, Castro, Mussolini.
No, it's just like you see. Yeah, yeah. If you that, sorry,
No, it's a
word
class.
escaped.
No, like everything,
It's all,
like they want to lobby against Selene is a classic case of projection.
yeah. And there was a lot of people that projected their own little personal issues, real life issues onto Celine's actions. Like no, no, no.
No, that speaks more about you than really Selene.
See. This is why I don't put my personal issues when I analyze a scene at all or personal experiences either. I'm taking the scene for what it is these days.
Hmm.
Taking scenes for what they are these days.
Yes, instead of following or using the ways of Derrida. You're taking what's happening as they are.
Hmm. And it was just and in short, what I gather from that scene immediately, they both were in a stressful, desperate situation right now because things are falling apart.
Hmm. Yes.
And Celine was responding the way how she's always responded, and
Hmm.
Rumi was trying to get her to change it up. And since Celine was adamant about how she was going about things, Rumi said, "You know what? We've already tried your way. It did not work. We're gonna try it this way now, and I could do this with or without you." I would say it's funny. It's funny that happened because earlier ago, Zoe and Mira mentioned that Rumi should see Celine, and technically
She
they were
did.
correct.
They're correct.
It didn't happen the way it's
It
supposed
didn't
to.
happen the way. Yeah, it didn't happen like the way they think or could have, but it did happen.
If I was like, you know what, that encounter pretty much saved the world
Yup.
or saved South Korea, that part of South Korea. I was like,
Uh,
on the bright
it's
side,
this list.
if it didn't happen, you know what? So yeah, they were right. They were right.
Yep.
She needs to see Celine.
Instances like instances like that is why like after the sequel is made and we actually have a full length K-pop Demon Hunters TV series because like from the first movie like it has the makings of a TV show.
But
These
yeah,
are the same people who can't handle how Lloyd Forger interacts with Anya. Yeah, yeah, like it brings out like to Will's point like these guys be it like an audience member or even most of today's creators they seem to like don't know or they've forgotten like what it means to like interact right with a character like who is well adjusted even in spite of whatever like insecurities they have because you can tell with the interactions with Lloyd, Yor, and Anya, and even Bond, their dog, they see and treat each other as family.
yeah, it's weird. It's it's. I think it's really media conditioning at this point.
Very
And who
much.
joined us today? Final's here.
Hey guys.
Now I can step away and you guys can talk about painting each other's nails and doing each other's hair.
What boys have you been hanging around with?
Nah, the boys I hung around with, we always roll up a wet towel and smack each other on the asses. Those were fun times. You you probably wouldn't like it at all, Final. Of course, me and my brother were the types that for a game to play, a great game to play was to punch each other in the balls. No reason other than to other than to get a laugh out of it and see how each other react.
I'm surprised the two of you like didn't have a camera to take pictures of those reactions.
Yeah, sadly we didn't. Which is funny because we did that to the foster kids that my grandma had fostered in
Oh,
too, and and like I said, we had to catch each other off guard though, because like if any of us attempted, of course, you know, instinct would dictate us to clinch up. But no, there was moments where yeah, they got me one time, and I was just speechless and on the ground, just giggling to myself, giggling away the pain. Oh boy, those were really quote unquote fun times. But such a thing is such beyond me now. I'm a lot older.
what it boils down to is, as well as we are experiencing this return to form of our culture and society in the West, is let kids be kids.
Well, we're gonna catch you up, Final. We were talking about K-pop Demon Hunters earlier,
I know, I was watching.
and before that, a little bit of other stuff that interests me. So yeah, it was just I don't like I said I don't see much of artwork of Celine in the fan art.
Well, that'll change.
Hopefully,
But I would love to see like fan art of Celine like with her previous like Demon Hunters.
and if nothing else, if there is, it's mostly meme stuff, which is nice. It's not harmful. It's not malicious towards her either. It's just poking a little fun at her, which is good. I was like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. Because I'm like, I really do believe it's unfair to really be very angry towards her. Just be disappointed. It's that's what I'm really trying to say. Just be disappointed. Because I think that's another thing people are. That's a feeling that people don't utilize enough is disappointment. They now want to be angry and mad. Oh. Yeah, unless the kid's Spider-Man. Shoot, there's a lot of people before Celine. There was people that were hating on Odin from Thor, the MCU Odin.
Mm. In the first movie?
All the movies across,
Oh,
claiming he's the worst father. It's like, no, he's the misguided father.
There's a difference.
He didn't fail his children if one of them became one of the best Avengers out there, and B became one of the greatest friends out there too. I don't know. It's like people just want to see the bad in a lot of things now, and don't want to take the bad with the good.
Oh, they were conditioned to be and act that way. Yeah, to this day, like Anthony Hopkins, remains like one of the best casting choices for Odin. Just yeah, but one of the critiques that I have is they could have utilized him more and have him act more to like how he was like in the comics.
Yeah, Odin's a beast in the comics. He's really not to mess around with.
Mm-hmm.
The only time the only time that they ever get at him is when he's getting near to being in the Odin sleep.
You got that right.
It's like that. To be honest, that's also bad storytelling technique for Odin as well. Actually,
Yep.
because the way how they present the Odin sleep, it's too coincidental and too convenient. Like in Tales of Asgard, it's like the Odin sleep just so happens to start setting in, and Odin is weakened. I was like,
No, no, but that's not how it works.
so that was a weak way of getting him out of the way. Oh wait, what? No, was it? No, didn't it happen in Hulk versus Thor?
Yes.
Not not Tales of Asgard actually.
No, no, it was Hulk versus.
Yeah, I was like, that's about that's one of the reasons why I didn't like that one. It had nice action and everything. It had some good hella moments too, but like I couldn't stand how the Asgardians were getting bodied by the Hulk like that.
Mm-hmm. But
They should have put
well,
more of a
they were
child
handled better
protector.
in they were handled better in Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Hmm.
Like it as well as the original Marvel animated series from the '90s. Like they're pretty much like the closest like we're ever gonna get to a faithful adaptation of the comics.
It's like that whole raid on Asgard should have been like every episode of the Incredible Hulk, where it may not stop him, but it slows him down.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he can tear through those tanks like toilet paper in the Incredible Hulk, like there was moments where he slowed down,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what Asgard should have did. Like they slowed him down a little bit, but like they made it seem like he was just. I was like, bro, they make it seem like the regular army in the Incredible Hulk put more of an effort to slow him down to stop him than the Asgardians. It's like that's some bullshit. I love the Hulk just like everybody else, but come on now, there's gotta be a limit.
You know what's really a missed opportunity, really, when the Marvel animated universe was happening, like back in the '90s, is we could have had a Thor TV series, and they could have taken cute. They could have actually adapted like stories from not just like Jack Kirby's original stories from Journey into Mystery, but also the Walt Simonson run. With Fantastic Four, well, like, they were just straight up adaptations of stories, like from the original Lee and Kirby Fantastic Four all the way to excuse me, all the way to the John Byrne run. As for Earth's Mightiest Heroes, it should have continued on, and the studio should have allowed Yost and his team to actually proceed with their plans instead of canceling it unfairly, really, so it can be replaced with Avengers Assemble.
Oh, it's finally here.
Who's finally here?
Y'all can watch this. I'm gonna step away, and when it's done, you guys can talk among yourselves.
Nature, nurture, heaven and home. Some evolving by them driven to conquer every mountain shown, but I've never crossed the river. Brave the forest, brave the stone, brave the icy winds and fire, braved and beat them on my own, yet I'm helpless by the river. Angel, angel, what have I done? I face the quakes, the wind, the fire. I've conquered country, crown and throne. Why can't I cross this river? Angel, angel, what have I done? I face the quakes, the wind, the fire. I've conquered country, crown and throne. Why can't I cross this river? Pay no mind to the battles you've won. It'll take a lot more than rage and muscle. Open your heart and hands, my son, or you'll never make it over the river. It'll take a lot more than words and guns, a whole lot more than riches and muscle. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. It'll take a lot more than words and guns, a whole lot more than riches and muscle. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. Nature, nurture, heaven. It'll take a lot more than words and guns. Some are falling by them. A whole lot more than riches and muscle. To conquer every mountain. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. Brave the forest, brave. It'll take a lot more than words and guns. Brave the icy winds, a whole lot more than riches and muscle. Brave and beat them on my The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. And together we'll cross the river. And together we'll cross the river. Nature,
Ooh.
Hot dang. Now that's what I call an AMV.
Especially I love how after the song, then it just cuts to the Predator title, and then we hear the growl.
And also, the song itself also like fits. That fits like with the theme like of the series, which is survival. Especially with the cuts of each of the different heroes and protagonists. It's like throughout the Predator franchise. Are you back with us, Wolf?
Yeah, I'm back.
No, tell us, where did you find this AMV?
I made it.
You made it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Isn't this the same? Isn't this the same thing one that you wanted to do like for the opening for the Predator retrospective, but couldn't?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, that's nicely done, man. Like now my next question is like, did you like edit it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nicely done with the final product.
That was the tweaked version.
All right.
Because it looked way more different. It was different originally, but I tweaked it up a bit.
Well, it came out rather smooth, my friend.
It's like I know there's some minor imperfections in there, but that's basically what it is minor. Because there's a lot of things that was when I originally started putting it together. I was noticing certain things weren't lined up really good, or leading into or transitioning smoothly. So I had to fill in some of the gaps. It did help that most of the clips are from the trailers and teasers. So I had to put too much work into the editing. Same thing with the alien intro. Most of them were clips from the trailers themselves. And filled in with natural scenes. I uploaded on the channel too, so you guys can watch it again. Are you still with me?
Yes.
Don't worry, we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, when I first uploaded to the channel, and I did the playback. That's why I noticed a few of the imperfections. I had to take it off and re-edit some more.
Hmm.
And it became what you see there. And I was trying my best to have some of the scenes sync up with the song a bit, and there were times there were some scenes that didn't sync up well. So who wants to see the alien intro again?
Not me.
Man, I actually want to see it again.
I did so well. It haunts It haunts Final to its core. It's like the funny thing is
You
I
did a
didn't need
good
to
job.
see. The funny thing is I didn't need to show the alien to do it.
It's because of the poem itself and the way it's narrated that's what scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it. Well, speaking of terror, have any of you seen or read Tales from the Crypt, or even watched the animated series Tales from the Crypt Keeper?
I think I might have heard of that one.
Oh, well, go ahead.
I said I remember Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Well, I can tell you that that whole series is on Amazon Prime, and it still holds up.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
What
funny.
that one in the actual show is that the comeuppance is not as brutal as the show is.
Or even in the comics.
Mm-hmm. But it's still a comeuppance nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Even like in season 2 of Tales from the Crypt Keeper, the other characters from the series, there's like also like are reoccurring, but they play into the opening, and that they were the Vault Keeper and the Old Witch.
I do remember this one episode where the kids were in a haunted a warehouse of sorts. Actually, this one mansion, right? And they get chased by a whole manner of horrors out there, and one of them being the elderly among them goes up to a random person, a random business owner, I guess, or the realtor, right?
Yeah.
And he has him a card of sorts. He runs away, and and when the realtor turns around, it's the Crypt Keeper.
I remember that episode.
Now, I remember it so fondly because after everything that they've been through, him and his young friend, right?
Yeah.
He runs past the realtor, but comes right back and calmly speaks to the guy and hand him back the card source, and then runs off like nothing happened. I love that episode for just that alone. They ran into all manner of horrors in that house, and he calmly just speaks to the realtor and just runs off.
Well, man, one of my favorite episodes from.
The reason why they went into the house in the first place, I think they were trying to sneak in.
Yeah.
And he was apologizing to the. I think it was I don't think he was a realtor. I think the Crypt Keeper was masquerading as the owner of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to the effect of maybe an apology, or you'll be hearing from my lawyer or some shit like that. Something to that effect. I gotta see the episode again. That was one of my favorite episodes because of that.
Also, several of my favorite episodes from Crypt Keeper before well, I'm watching like the original because that was how I was introduced to the Crypt Keeper and Tales of the Crypt. Would be the vampire episode with Mildred and Camille, and also the fairy tale episodes with Chuck and Melvin.
I saw Tales from the Crypt first before I saw the Crypt Keeper.
Ever watched Demon Knight?
Yep.
Nice.
Though I vaguely remember most of it, even though I've seen it 3 times already. I can very remember everything from Phantasm. I can never for the life of me remember everything from Demon Knight. I remember being scared of the damn trailer itself.
As one would.
as a kid. Just the prosthetics and the horrors that they show in that trailer was just enough to just scare me. And I think that came with the I think that was a part of the trailer lineup for Darkman 2. And Darkman 2 was how I was introduced to Darkman, actually.
Ah, so you watched the sequel first before the first movie.
hmm I still love the first movie. 'Cause I saw the first movie on cable.
All right. Well, that's nice to hear that Tubi is showing ads for K-pop Demon Hunters Dragon.
You should check it out. It's pretty good, despite its shortcomings. Shortcomings being we need more information. There's some information that is not. I wouldn't say it's necessarily withholding. It's just saving in case if they do have a sequel.
And also a TV deal.
hmm
At least with a TV show, like they can explore that information in depth, as well as showcasing like more like previous Demon Hunters, including Celine's.
You know, I will say this about Celine. Now here's why I can say I can renege on what I said today on stream. If the information does come out that Celine is in the wrong on everything, then y'all have every reason to hate her. You know? Because all we have right now is vague flashbacks. And for the most part, Rumi doesn't resent Celine,
Nor
nor does she have any animosity towards her at all.
yeah, nor towards her sister and her brother-in-law.
No, I'm saying like throughout that whole movie, there's never a hint of her having any Rumi having any
Resentment
inner,
towards the lead.
inner animosity towards her. She's just being she's just doing what her auntie is telling her.
Yep.
And you also got to keep in mind the culture too, behind the cultural mindset as well. And I think that a lot of people are overlooking that as well. They're overlooking the culture.
Not just like South Korea, but it's also seen in China and Japan. And that is as well as how they they handle the shame.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the very least like what they see as shame.
Yeah. Even Rumi says it's like you told me to hide them. At the same time, she's saying no more hiding, no more lies. She's at this point begging her auntie to say, "Look, we need to do the right thing for once."
Mm-hmm.
Which again, is evidence for me to believe that this was a plan that they made together between her and Celine behind Mira and Zoe's backs. Thank you, Ethereal. It's like that's another thing that also bothered me is that they didn't even take time to at least think of it this way, like this is how South Koreans parent.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to agree with it, but you have to have an understanding that's how they parent.
Yeah, whatever whatever insecurities or otherwise like they have, the parents, whereas like they teach their children to keep it hidden like from the public. Which again, well, this practice is also seen in Japan and China.
Well, so we'll get hopefully we'll get full context one day.
Now, what is also another aspect of K-pop Demon Hunters that needs to be keep in mind is that the villains like including the demons, there's like they're shown or portrayed as malevolent. Like, even though like Junu's and she was like backstory, like he started out as human until he became a demon. Like that was synthetic, but it doesn't take away the fact that him and the other monsters are evil. But at least in Geno's credit, like he was able to find atonement.
Hmm. That's one thing I will give Gino there. Gino, the thing is, Gino is just the same as Celine. A lot of people don't notice that either.
No, they didn't.
Like Gino and Celine are one and the same in the aspect of they want to hide their shame. So in a way, through the interaction between her and Gino, Rumi is really trying to find a way to break through Celine's barrier and find out what is really bothering her to get to the heart of the situation and again, like I said, help her heal. It's not her job to do so, but that's her family member that she see is in pain and in need of help.
Yeah, this has
I
happened
think there's a lot
before.
of things
Like
people also in life have also forego as well.
yeah, oh yeah, because like that this type of like instance that has occurred in real life before, time and time again. Like where it's either like the kids like or the siblings, that reach out like to the parent and try to like reach out to them, to get to the root of whatever hangups they have, instead of
Mhm.
the other way around. And yeah, you're right. It's not the job of the kids or the siblings, but it's the right thing to do all the same.
And they do it out of love.
Hmm. And concern.
It's like everybody want to take that easy way around. It's like I just don't want to deal with this person. It's like okay, that's on you. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you at all. But just wish it would never be that option that's just so readily available. You
Or
did,
so or so easy. Because
yeah.
it should not be because it should not be seen or taken like so easily.
And I get it. I get it. Some people some people's cases are different than others, and some people have different instances of always trying to help people and never seeing the results.
Well, the point of helping people is to not to expect an award
Hmm.
or a reward. Or like you should be grateful that you did that deed because it's not only the right thing to do, but it feels good to do and be good.
Yeah. Oh well. Life is going to find a way to heal itself
Hmm.
or heal others if they accept it, of course. Like I said, it just stems from the fact that I'm just like y'all are really being too hard on Celine here,
Yep.
and y'all don't even have the full context of what's going on because like I said, she barely said anything about what had happened. She didn't even tell her everything. And I don't even think she told Ruby the whole story between what happened to her and Rumi's mother. Dorkly had a video with a segment about KDS talking about the animation. Hmm. Don't know who that is, but I might have to check that out. I think
Well,
it's
the
a good.
animation. Well,
Oh,
we're talking about like the art style as well as the animation for Demon Hunters, which again we will touch on more in depth later. Is it took cues from traditional art and animation, and
I like how
and
people
that actually reminds me
call
of
it.
a video I watched previously on YouTube where essentially this artist says that 3D 3D art and animation like this trajectory should continue on. Where the 3D art should take cues, from like regular hand drawn art instead of the other way around, continuously.
I also like how people are confusing with the Spider Verse animation when it's actually the Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yeah, because that one like, it predates K-pop Demon Hunters, where it too took cues from traditional hand drawn art and animation.
And actually, to be honest, I like K-pop Demon Hunters more than the Mitchells versus the Machines. Even though the Mitchells versus the Machines is not a bad movie either.
No,
It's just
no,
something that.
I mean I would argue that K-pop Demon Hunters perfected it.
Mhm. It's just certain things that happen in that movie that just didn't really gel well with me, especially with their brand of comedy as well.
Right.
But like the at the end of the day, the by and large the movie is fun to watch.
And it will be talked about for generations to come. Unlike most
I
of
don't
today's
know about the
works of
Mitchells
fiction.
versus the Machines though, because
No, I say
only the
no,
only buzz
I say K-pop
yeah
demon.
yeah I know.
No,
I'm just saying I don't know about the Mitchells versus the Machines though, because the only thing that one got the buzz for is people trying to guess the sexuality of the main character, and I'm like rolling my eyes on that bullshit.
my my reaction was really
That's
that's
it.
the first that's it.
That's all you were looking for in that film was whether or not she liked girls.
Or sh-
For all we know that for all we know
or she's just
she just be
or she's
a
just
good friend before she even go to college.
yeah, yeah, and she could be just shocker, like just like straight as an arrow, or like well, if you really like want like you really care, she could she could swing both ways, but prefers boys. Who
Oh,
cares? Who cares like what her sexuality is?
they were hoping
What
she was
did
a
you like about the
bisexual.
movie?
Oh,
Hmm?
they were definitely hoping that she was a bisexual.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw
if
that too.
you're
Like
if
again, why do you care so much about her? Why do you care so much about her sexuality instead of like her character and also the character of her family?
Well, the thing is, there's never no instance of her ever thinking about the girl throughout that whole
Never.
film.
No.
She was mostly worried about her dad
Yeah.
and her family for like the fact that they're on this road trip, and she already had plans met put together, but she was trying her best. She was trying so hard to try to uh to tell him what the deal was, but right now it's like she was having a hard time connecting with her father.
Or at least well with him, like he wants to like reconnect and like the close bond like they had when she was a little girl.
Because they were very very close when she was a toddler. and they would
right?
have
And like the
all
whole,
kinds of fun.
Yeah,
in
because
fact,
they
not
all
like the,
identify with LGBT people. That and another thing, they're obsessed with it basically because they think, well, okay, well, yes, homosexuals and bisexuals are minority groups, which is why you hardly ever hear from them often. And when they are bi or homo, they keep that shit quiet. But those who say that out in the open, we still try to stay away, and still would not even care. But if those who are butthurt about it, firstly, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, but you're trying to like, if you're trying to like, so if you're trying, bleh, if you are so obsessed with that character's sexuality, on whether that character's a homo or a bi, go seek a therapist. Hold on.
take take your time. I mean, well, I would say, like more on like Mitchell's versus the machines. But to add on briefly to Final's point is like with these guys, they're not really doing gay people any favors because they didn't ask for it.
They frankly don't care whether they get representation or not, whether it's
Yeah,
correct representation or not. The only people that have a problem with it is people who consider themselves an ally to them.
and also like a loud minority within an existing minority. In this case, the gays.
Who probably ain't gay themselves. They just want to be like that, just because they want to be weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
which
fact,
actually reminded me of Sticks and Stones from Dave Chappelle when he talked about that,
yeah,
and he's
and
not wrong.
one other thing, another thing. This is basically what I keep seeing. How people are just so obsessed with sex, like a freaking porn addict, and I mean that in every sense of the word. It is
Oh,
not
oh,
fun.
fine, no. Oh, fine, you sweet summer child. You just do not know how on the money you are.
Like, yeah,
That's
Ethereal Dragon said
really
that it
what
is
it
creepy
is.
when they obsess with sexuality of children. That and even just sexuality in general. Just like, guys, it's not healthy.
Well, the
Okay,
thing
you gotta
is,
get off of
no,
that.
porn addiction is real.
It
Yeah,
really
I know
is.
it's real.
And yet these guys like they want their fix. Well, I will say like to get back to Mitchell's versus the Machines. I remember when I first watched it, I keep getting flashbacks to when I watched was like Goof Troop
Hmm.
and a Goofy movie because that's essentially really Mitchell's versus Machines. What would happen if you turn like a Goofy movie and Goof Troop into a fun like family adventure movie, but with an AI that's trying to take over the world. And each of the members of the Mitchell family, like they contribute to the plot.
I still love the other family and how they escaped that one situation they were in the
Yep.
at the gas station. I was like, this is so fucking dumb, but somehow I'm actually enjoying this.
And the best part about the movie is it told a complete story that didn't leave a sequel hook because it didn't doesn't really
Also,
need one.
you wanna know what I also like the fact of the matter is they did all that and and more, and yet they were the ones that got captured.
Hmm.
That's not to poke fun at them either. It's just basically just admiring the fact that the movie was brave enough to even, I wouldn't say brave, just it that was nice to show that that despite their skill set, they were still out of their league with the machines. Yet the Mitchells, for all their bumbling, have lasted lasted just a good amount enough compared to them, basically.
Yeah, and the villain like remains a villain.
Hmm.
Villain, because she was hilarious. She was hilarious, and like with her answers, it reminds me of like Jafar, because like she really enjoys her like being evil. Like even when her creator like and well, even though I'm just referring to her by only her last name, like Mitchell, when they try to appeal to her that humanity is not all evil, or crapshoot. She just disregards it.
Actually made me like a fucking what was her name again? A Rihanna song.
I know, like I never thought I would see
I'm
the day
surprised.
where one of Rihanna's songs like actually fits like with a movie like Mitchell versus the Machines.
Well, it's not that it fits. It's just the fact that it was the one song that I would actively avoid listening to, and in the movie I had to listen to it, but I actually rolled with it with no problem.
Yeah, because well, Live Your Life with her and Ti like that was overplayed on the radio.
Hmm. Even in movies, like Jesus Christ,
Like you realize her and Ti have other songs, right? Not just that one.
that was Ti.
No, yeah, he was in that. No, he was in that song because because the two of them like are frequent collaborators.
That's good.
Well, I will say with Rihanna, like she was able to like retire like early. She
Oh,
retired early before like anything like that happened to her.
I mean, things bad things did happen to her, but she got out of there with very few scars.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely definitely check out the Mitchells versus the Robots, also known as Connected. Original title was called Connected, and that's the I wish they would have stuck with that title.
Yeah, because it is meaningful to the movie and its
Yeah,
story.
it's basically the title theme of the movie. It's basically the theme title for the movie, because that's what it was supposed to be about. The fact that social media or really devices separated them, and it was machines that brought them together.
Hmm.
That's
And
what
that's actually what I miss. What I miss, like most of today's fiction, like they don't have like theme titles as like old media had, even in music.
oh yeah, that's just ugh. I guess it's
You
a good
know,
time to drop off now. It's about to be 12:30.
no, no, I'm so good.
No, but I'm not. I got things to do.
So you got some errands to take care of.
Yeah, minor errors, errands. Give me
And
errors.
hey,
See, I
that's
can
fine,
get
man.
ready to formulate words now. So
Hey, that's all fine, man. Right, but because honestly, like these day art series are so fun,
I just wish Brian and Schooner would show up, but sadly they
right?
didn't.
But the first one you did, like we were pretty much like there the longest, more than 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 4 hours or 4.5 hours, I think.
Yep.
It was 4.5.
Yeah,
That used to be our format back in the days. Back when we had the back when I had the theater. We can go on. In fact, we went on longer than that actually.
No, I believe it. I watched those streams. Streams like before I joined in.
And you there were instances where you could tell I was running out of steam by that point. But I didn't care. I liked doing it. Those were the days, guys. Like we used to go way longer than this. Now I'm just so used to 1 to 2 hours, at best 3. And at best we can go 3 hours, but now it's like, yeah, I think it is time that we just cut down the time sometimes. But I thought doing this because see if the old format still works these days. Plus my boss had given me consecutive off days this time, so I'm like, hey, what the hell? As Doc would say from Back to the Future.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, see, the Back to the Future trilogy, it remains like one of those works of fiction that people will continuously talk about and reference for generations to come because of how good it is.
So like thank everybody for being here. Those now 2 of you. There was 7 of you guys earlier. And I also issued this to the non-existent motherfuckers that keep popping in and out. So thank you again for joining me again for this early morning stream. Definitely gonna do it with the crew from now on, since you guys voted with the crew instead of solo. The people have spoken, everybody.
Hey.
You sound way too happy about that.
Hey, what did I say? Like, you need people to bounce you off.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I'm beginning to see that now. It's like, yeah, I'm too used to having a crew now. I think everybody else is too used to having a crew now. And thank you, Final, for joining us.
I felt like I didn't contribute much though.
Don't feel bad.
There's always next time.
You have no idea what we're talking about. That's why. But pretty soon you will. It's on Netflix. Go check it out. We're gonna talk about it probably this Friday or next Friday.
All right.
I'll give you guys enough time to watch it.
Or we watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But before we can sign off, like, regale everyone on what's happening this week.
We got season 4 reboot tomorrow, and they just dropped a new trailer for Predator Badlands.
Really?
Yes, just now, 3 hours ago.
Well, dang, that is recent.
Well, I'm gonna check that out. We're gonna do the season 4 reboot, which is tomorrow. But we're also gonna analyze or discuss the new Tron Ares trailer and piece together what is really going on with the story and where it's going and how we're gonna how it's gonna play out. And more speculations and guesses and possible theories to follow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been looking forward to that.
So yeah, we're definitely going to talk about the Tron Ares trailer. It's another trailer that came out, or maybe there might be another trailer that's going to come out at some point. We're definitely going to do another trailer discussion on that one as well.
Oh, we could also do one for Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, that's why. That's there, right there. That's what I wanted to talk about too. Right there. Yep. So it's gonna be a twofer. We're gonna talk about Tron Ares and we're gonna talk about Mortal Kombat 2, because man, that is Sonic the Hedgehog levels of redirecting
Improvement.
and yeah, and you know, just basically redirecting.
Yep.
It's like, bro, you should have led with this movie.
Now, are we going to have those discussions like on Wednesday or after we cover season 4?
It's gonna be on a Tuesday, so it's after season 4.
All right. So next Tuesday.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, we gotta talk about those trailers, man, because Hollywood is never gonna be back, but that does not say good movies are not being made either, or at least decent movies are not being made either. There's some movies out there being made like F1, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
Twister.
still need to watch that.
I still need to watch Twisters.
Yeah, me too.
Still need to watch Twisters because I hear that Top Gun Maverick director was on it. It's like, oh, okay, y'all should have said that. I would have paid money for that. Don't like the dumb title, but you know what? If Top Gun Maverick's director's on there, I would have been that theater seat in a heartbeat. It's like at this point, it's sometimes at this point like, you know what? If I know who the director is and I like this director, I'm on it.
I hear you.
It's like I don't give a damn what bad thing you have to say about this director. I like his directing, his or her directing.
Yeah, would you like to, and also inform them what we're going to be doing for the Real Millennials this Thursday?
That's your job.
Well,
We're gonna be
Yo,
doing
show.
the 5 R's.
Exactly.
yes, and what the 5 R's in question are revivals, rewrites, remakes, reboots, and reimaginings. And this Thursday, the Real Millennials, we're going to touch on what each of them are, as well as going over good and bad examples of the 5 R's.
As well as some of the misconceptions that often surround most of them.
Exactly.
There are misconceptions.
Yeah, it's like there's like
That's
the whole thing that's being tossed around with like the whole reboot versus remake thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, make sure you save that for this Thursday.
Yeah.
We're not doing no outro, so I'll let Sweets take it away.
Oh, crap.
Big smiles, everyone. You beat the bad guy. What a lot of fun. You guys have been real swell. And there's not a one who can say this ended well. All those secrets you've been concealing, say you're happy now. Once more with feeling. Now I gotta run. See you home.